organization is not willing to work with her without a form of payment first. And this is something that I know about a little bit from a lot of different levels, including corporate level and anything like that. And when you do not pay, when that relationship is faltered in any way, they're going to stop. That's it right now until you pay me what you owe me, and then give me a pay, or either at least a down payment to start something new. And from that point, that's how that relationship is, So.
Hold on a second. We actually got a celebrity in the building, Vivian Allen. This is a lady. This is a lady that she shows up at pretty much all the town halls and like.
All those threats you had people sending me, I know people in these streets too. And they told me who the people are that you've been sending after me. And you trust and believe that those threats are not going unnoticed.
Pretty much gives like hands like Tiffany Henyard her ass on the plate, you know what I'm saying? But she says, I have good intel on her. I helped her win that seat, and I am going to make sure she is unasked in that seat. Me and the residents. So thanks for covering. You gained a subscriber. Hey, we appreciate you here at the Chicago Black Delegation.
For sure. Shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you. You are definitely on the ground and putting in really good work. We very
Thank you.
Thank you so much for showing us some love. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chicago Black Delegation podcast. We are taking a look at Tahoe Tiffany's Village of Dalton Town Hall meeting. Let's see what you got to say this time.
As it relates to our taxes being increased here in our village. Just so you know, for those that don't understand how it works, the Board of Trustees are the ones that raises property taxes. We have a tax levy. It comes up for a vote, and each year they raise your property taxes. So when people get to attack and say mayor is you, it's not the mayor. It is the Board of Trustees. You should FOIA it. It's called Freedom of Information Act, and you can get exactly what you're going to see here on the TV. It will tell you who voted yes, who voted no. It will tell you the truth instead of what people just feeding to you to get you to not like someone or think someone's doing something against their village. I understand that it's hard out here for everybody, and people need to work on delivering the message the correct way. So here's your truth. Can you please play the video?
First, I'll start with what tax levy is. Every year, we must levy taxes for our village. We levy taxes.
So I want to mention this right now. This is not me. This is not the Chicago Black Delegation podcast with this bad audio. Okay. Yet again, Dalton needs to do something about this audio. Again, I'm usually available. Okay, for a price. And so just don't think this is Chicago Black Delegation with this double audio nonsense. It's got nothing to do with us.
Money.
What's up?
Did she make this video?
Somebody made that. Okay, she might. I don't know. I'm not convinced that she's tech savvy enough to edit on videos. But yeah, she did this last week as well, where she tried to put some kind of video to like expose the trustees and people that's you know what I'm saying rallying against them and stuff like that. So
whoever she hired is a fucking bum.
There you go.
Our day-to-day operations, our police, our fire, our public works, all of those departments are levied by our taxes. So if we do not levy taxes, we will not receive the money to do the day-to-day operation, which is public service. In no way, shape, or form have I ever advocated to increase property taxes, as you know.
Remember what she said there. In no way, shape, or form has she advocated for increasing taxes. Remember her saying that.
Trustee myself, I've always tried to decrease taxes, or if it's warranted, yes, you have to levy for taxes. But in this case, if you don't know, now you will know today. Every community passes a tax levy of 4.99%, no matter what the public says, because that's the levy that they can pass. If it's under 5%, you can pass it without going out to the public. When it goes above 5%, you must go to the public and let you guys know that. So if you go, you can FOIA anything I'm saying up here. You can FOIA any other towns, Harlan, Kansas City, Riverdale, Lansing, any town, you'll see that they do the same thing. So that's what I'm going to show you today. I'm giving you the facts. So I'm going to take you down memory lane by going to 2017. Can you play the tape?
She just threw all of them townships under the bus.
Oh yeah.
All under the bus.
Did she?
So in 2017, we was at $6 million, right, for levying of taxes. If you look and read on that page right here, they increased your property tax by 14% This is what you don't know, residents. 14%. So if you read and go,
Okay. So here it said, she's trying to prove that, bro, this is crazy. So here she's trying to prove that all of the trustees here is mentioned here approve of raising the taxes. Jason House, Stubbs, I forgot that guy's first name, but yeah, obviously you have the I's, which is the yes, right, or yes, right, is the trustees that have kind of voted. And then the nays, nobody voted against it. And then Tiffany just, she just wasn't, she didn't show up for work. So, which is kind of common in, in her line of work, because she misses a lot. I mean, she literally cancels like every other meeting or something like that. Like they're supposed to have 2 meetings a month, and they only have 1 meeting a month, and it's all because she don't want to show up. It just is what it is, right?
a little further, and you'll see who voted to basically increase your property taxes. On here, you'll see trustee Haps voted to increase your property tax, and you'll see ex-trustee Stubbs voted to increase your property tax. But I wanted to give you the orders, and you can understand who voted to increase your taxes. So when you're getting information, you will have facts to go by. Then we'll go to 2018. 2018, they levied $9 million.
Every year they raise your
And
tax.
in here, if you look, same thing, taxes, trustees raise your taxes by 14% again. And that was again trustee House and trustee Stubbs. Of course, the rest of them voted as well.
And there she goes, absent for work. So yeah, House and Stubbs again. But yeah, Tiffany here just didn't show up to work, and I wonder why. I don't know how often she misses work. I don't know how often she misses work, but she definitely, I don't know. I wonder what that's about. I wonder if there's like some sort of a link between her not having a vote to increase taxes,
or have to sign
what I'm trying to say?
documentation that shows that taxes are being increased. The thing about her though is like, either she's extremely like really heinous, or extremely prideful person, or a thief. Now, I don't know at this point. It seems like there's no way in life I would be sitting here through this and only to wait to be found guilty after this investigation has been goes through, and Lori Lightfoot does her thing, and they find something out. Is she really doing these things? Or is she?
Yeah, man. It's gonna get spelled out like later on in this video, definitely. How do I put this? What you're gonna see in this video, at least what you're gonna see in this town hall meeting is definitely gonna answer that question. At least in my opinion, at least the way I'm gonna try to explain it at the very least. But let's see the rest of this though.
Trustee Pearson, all of them voted on because these are people that's on your board now that's trying to do spin cycle to tell you the opposite. So for years, they've been raising your taxes. 2018. Now let's move on. 2019, try to do the same thing. But this time, this is when everybody voted for it. So this is $10 million, 2019.
Who was that?
Trustee Brown, not Brown, Stan Brown. Trustee Tammy Brown voted for this.
She showed up for work today. What she said though? She said this day everybody voted for these taxes. I'm like, yeah, you was the only one that voted because you weren't showing up for work. You know what I'm saying? But
it's like, but how does that look like you didn't show up, but you trying to make it seem like this was when it was raising the taxes? I mean, like I feel like it would show more if you was there and voted nay. You just wasn't there, and now you showing this is the day everybody voted yeah, like for real.
Yeah, so that's yeah. Go ahead.
Because I think the narrative she's been trying to spin is the fact that they're having these meetings without her. Remember, she said in some earlier videos, what you call them, like squirrel meetings, some shit like this.
Yeah, this is this one. She was a trustee back in 2018. Yeah. So she wasn't, as a trustee, she wasn't showing up for work, and then so when they was voting on these on raising the taxes and stuff like that, she wasn't there to vote at all, right? Mm-hmm. And Jay just actually pointed out or made a really good statement, or made a really good point to say that, yeah, well, it would have made more sense for you to actually be there and vote nay to show that you were not that she was you're rebelling against this this cause of
absolutely
disaffecting the residents. So, but now, but you see, when she actually makes it to work, guess what happened? She actually voted. She voted to raise the taxes. Okay, so all right, Tiff, like, what's the deal here, honey?
Because I think what she's trying to say was, what I think she's trying to say is that most of the meetings that she went there for, they were raising them. She went there to say nay.
All right.
Yeah, that's her premise.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what she's trying to claim here and now. But what he just said negates even that, because, dude, you're not here. You're not coming at all to say yay or nay. What's the deal with that?
Yeah, that's good luck, Tiffany. I mean, that's that.
It's like Godspeed.
She gets that's a powerful.
She set that up for this moment just so she can go and say, "See."
Very, very powerful statement you got there, Chuck. All right.
Homes, trustee house, trustee Steve's, everybody voted for this, but it stayed the same. On May 2020.
So everybody, so if everybody listening, no, that wasn't none of us laughing. That was the people.
Oh, for real?
That was one of the trustees laughing. That was one of the trustees laughing. Because they made the same, they figured the same shit out that we just did. So just pay attention, y'all. Just see what the games that she's trying to pull on the town, because she thinks people just stupid. You know what I'm saying? But that's why we're here, to help everybody out.
Same difference. It stayed the exact same, 0%. It was for $10 million. And then if you go and you're gonna read, tell you who voted for in the lineup: Trustee Tommy Brown, Trustee House, and then Trustee Ed Steves.
Mayor Henyard.
And she conveniently forgets to mention her name, that she also voted to increase the taxes too.
Right.
And that's when, that was Kiana Belcher to remind everybody, or to point out to everybody that yes, Tiffany Tahoe also voted to increase those taxes. Okay, so
2021. Tax levy for $10 million.
Out of order.
On here it says again, 0%.
And for the record, guys, this is the tax levy. You can get it when you see what it is.
But I wrote up there to raise your taxes, which is Trustee PSD, Trustee
But I'm
Mayoral,
showing you when they
Trustee
point the
Belcher,
fingers.
Trustee
Everybody on it.
Brown, Trustee House. Everybody voted to raise your taxes to 21. Now I get copies of everything I get. That way you can go home and read it.
Trustee
You got your
Belcher's on there
evidence.
too, raising your price.
ain't this like cognitive dissonance or something like that? Ain't this like it's just like you're so focused on like throwing everybody else under the bus that you kind of forget that you was a part of this situation as well, right?
She's very.
It's almost like having a video record you and a bunch of people shooting at somebody and saying, "Listen, they shot at you. My gun was pointed at you, but I didn't pull the trigger." Like,
Right.
what the fuck you talking about? You were there.
Hold on a second. We actually got a celebrity in the building, Vivian Allen. This is a lady. She shows up at pretty much all the town halls and like.
Dude, all those threats you had people sending me, I know people in these streets too. And they told me who the people are that you've been sending after me. And you trust and believe that those threats are not going unnoticed.
Pretty much gives like hands like Tiffany Henyard her ass on the plate, you know what I'm saying? But she says, I have good intel on her. I helped her win that seat, and I am going to make sure she is unasked in that seat. Me and the residents. So thanks for covering. You gained a subscriber. Hey, we appreciate you here at the Chicago Black Delegation.
For sure. Shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you. You are definitely on the ground and putting in really good work. We very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you so much for showing us some love here. But all right, let's see what else you got. Oh boy, but yeah, Viv, like anything you got, like hey, we'll definitely love to hear it or learn everything we can from you, because like I said, you pretty much on the ground and you put in the real work, and we very much so appreciate that. All right.
Trustee Norwood, Trustee Ed Steve,
Go fact check
everybody.
when you have
Everybody.
2022.
So every single year,
$1 million.
tell you they're not gonna raise the taxes. They do.
0%.
So
Quiet, please.
Taxes go up.
Quiet, please. Last time I'm gonna say it.
Every year. People that vote for.
So you
Trustee
see,
House.
the taxes before you, you can pull the ordinance for the tax levy. You will see that every single time they vote to raise your property tax. I know one board meeting.
Matter of fact, Trustee Brown, she actually voted against it this time.
Right.
So, and she's one of the current trustees that's kind of, holding Tiffany's feet to the fire. So, like, how come she wasn't? So, if you finna tell me the only person that didn't vote yes to increase the taxes is like one of the people that's holding you accountable. How come you ain't really trying to, like, okay, well, Trustee Brown or Tammy Brown, she, you ain't gonna give her no little credit or something like that, a little bit of love, and just to show you a little bit impartial about it or unbiased, just a tad bit. This is how you gonna lose your, this how you get that seat unasked. In other words, right?
Yeah, but what did she just say exactly about Miss Brown? Did she say? Well, she actually voted no.
Oh no, I'm just saying on the sheet here it says that she, like they pretty much going through all these tax forms where all of the forms where she's exposing all the trustees
right.
voting to increase the taxes, and she's saying that every trustee, including Trustee Brown here, of increasing the taxes, but here she clearly voted against raising the taxes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, again, she's trying to be all. Oh well, she ain't. Well, hold on. Oh, this is she wasn't here. So hold on. Present. Yeah, everybody was here. Okay, so this part was when she wasn't. Okay, no, this one she was mayor. Okay, but again, she still voted against raising taxes more times than Tiffany Henyard did. So
raise taxes. As you can see clearly, that was a lot. He raised property taxes right there. Trustee House, Trustee Norwood, Trustee ASC every year.
Now,
so I'm giving you evidence as long as you want it to see who's doing what, why they creating all this chaos in our community.
And this one is the one that I'm saying we don't have a vote.
And she's killing me how she's just kind of over, like, trying to talk over the video and all that stuff and, like, kind of messing up the language a bit. So everybody just please do your best and just, read the captions and stuff like that, because it's going to get a little bit confusing because she's literally talking over like this great big video that she's putting together to incriminate the trustees and stuff. She's just so messy. It's just like, come on now. She's trying to outlie herself. Like, what are we talking about?
Or yet, but people have to come to the board meeting, and then if you have a difference.
And I held this meeting to educate the public.
And you have a happy meeting.
And some of them showed up, and I gave them all the documentation that they needed just to hear their talk.
Residents, follow the money. What the trustees don't want you to know is they have been raising your property taxes for years. You must follow the money.
Stay woke, y'all. That's about the only thing I agree in it. That's about the only thing I agree with in this entire video,
including the portion that you raised. Can you account for every dollar? And if you can, then why is it an argument or an issue about who raised taxes? If the money was the tax money was used appropriately, the way it's supposed to be, and it was clarity with it, then what's the issue? Hey, I don't want my taxes raised, but it happens,
Yeah. That's my thing. So, like, if the taxes need to be raised, it's just kind of that's just the way the cookie crumbles at times. So it's like it is good to kind of get into the nitty gritty of the financial situation of Dalton at that time. Like, what was going on with, like, numerically, why was the taxes so unanimously decided why did everybody unanimously agree to increase the taxes during that time period? I don't know, like, low key the best person to ask is probably Tiffany Henyard herself, because she did not hesitate to vote for these taxes, to vote yes to raise the taxes. So like I said, for her to try to use that as some kind of a gotcha is just kind of absurd in my opinion. But
I was trying to figure out the angle. What is the point? What are you trying to prove? By presenting this information she just presented?
Yeah,
it's all about taxes going up 14%, and then at a period of time, taxes not going up at all after $10 million.
She just deflecting. She's just trying to put the attention on something else to besides
It has
herself.
to be, and that's all just guilty stuff. You know? It really is. That's guilty stuff.
What else? What other way you can explain it? What other way you can,
Exactly.
it's like it's some stuff you do to like try to it's the smoke and mirror effect, right? You try to look at the birdie, you know what I mean? When you over here got a whole nother thing that you can't explain, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Wow.
let's see what else we got here. Just a little bit more of this video.
Okay, so that is the tax levy for the village of Dalton. Then you can pull the same documentation from Dalton Park District, which is also part of your tax bill that you get at every 6 months. So that's how you make up your taxes for the community from our city, from Village of Dalton, and also from the Park District. Also included in that is your school boards. So District 148, District 149. It's also the College Board, South Suburban College. All these entities make up your tax bill. So when people say they did not, all you have to do is go in FOIA and get the documentation and then follow the money. And you'll know who's raising it and who's not. Next, I would like to announce that people talk about getting demos done. When I first came here, we was doing a ton of demolition here in our village. When the board decided to stop paying vendors, a lot of things stopped because vendors said they weren't going to do work without getting paid. So to the gentleman that stated that we were supposed to demo a house, it probably was on the list, just like many other properties are on the list waiting demolition. Currently now, we're going to see if we can utilize Public Works to get the property down for you. But right now, we normally have companies come in, they demo the property because Public Works has their hands full with a ton of work. Also, when they keep taking concrete vendors out of the list, and I'm pretty sure Stacy will speak to this later, we are not able to pour concrete because they won't pay the concrete vendors. These are the issues that we have, as well as water main.
So real quick about the concrete thing, like I said, this stuff does sound incriminating. Don't get me wrong, especially when she's the first person you hear from. But yeah, all of this stuff that she's saying is gonna make sense when the other trustees get to speak on this, and it's gonna be quite interesting in my opinion.
Breaks, but when they take vendors out, and that's what people don't understand, the backstory of things, we cannot get work done. Before we could call a vendor, they'll come out and they'll wait to get paid at next board meeting. But because of all the controversy and the mess and the lies that they see on TV, when they come out the next month to get payment and they see the board removing them, they are afraid to come and do work in fear of not getting paid. So I just want to point that out and clear it up for
I wonder why.
those that don't understand what's going on. Something I want people to know, Thornton Township, it is free events out there, free everything. So if you need help with your water, your light, your gas, mortgage, rental assistance, even help burying a loved one. I'm also the supervisor of Thornton Township. The GA department will help you. It is free to residents that live in Thornton Township. Also, youth and family services. We have after school care. We have all kinds of things. Summer enrichment. All you have to do is sign up. It is also free. It's a first come, first serve. I spoke to the backyard barbecue already. We're going to also have a JB skate off coming up. Stay tuned to that. We either text blast you, email blast you, or we also do forms like this. Our senior department, for those seniors that want to get out the house, have something to do, contact our senior department and transportation. We take you to the doctor. We pick you up if you want to go to the grocery store, to the mall, things of that nature. So again, these are free services, again, that I wish the media would advertise. They advertise all the negative, but never advertise things that truly can help you grow or help you in your situation or time.
Okay, so what do y'all think about all those that talking point, right? Because I ain't really mad at my man about
Overlay
it.
for the underplay.
Hold on, what you say?
Overlay for the underplay.
Yeah.
What that mean? What we talking
That
about?
means again, sleight of hand, switching.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
She can't talk about the good, man, without it just being about the good.
No, because what she talked about and brushed over quickly is the fact that these contractors and organizations not willing to work with her without a form of payment first. And this is something that I know about a little bit from a lot of different levels, including corporate level and anything like that. And when you do not pay, when that relationship is faltered in any way, they're going to stop. That's it right now until you pay me what you owe me, and then give me a pay, or either at least a down payment to start something new. And from that point, that's how that relationship is, you know. So yeah, I mean, unfortunately, even as a business, you know, if I go and buy my supplies and my check bounce, guess what? Oh well, we can't accept a check from you for the next 3 months. You have to pay cash, and then we can work you back into.
Ooh.
Yeah, they don't play, man. These companies want their money, man. They're not gonna play games with you.
Isn't that amazing?
I believe you.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't be taking these companies' money and then
Yeah.
fucking
Especially contractors.
yeah, especially contractors. You know.
Because that money don't come like contractors, like those contractors don't come every day, and they gotta like the time they spend working for you and doing like the work necessary for you to kind of operate and stuff like that. No,
Pay your help, buy supplies,
Yeah.
buy material. All that stuff is coming out of him.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
contingent
yeah.
upon you writing a check. You know what I'm saying?
and they're expecting to be paid back by because they're dealing with you. But if you're not paying no money, you are wasting. It's beyond wasting time at that point. You know what I'm saying? You're wasting time, you're wasting effort, you're wasting love, you're wasting you name it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff comes from losing the respect of a contractor. You know what I'm saying? And you're supposed to be Dalton. You're a whole village. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it seems like she expects them to just come in and do the work, and we'll pay you later.
We'll get to you.
Yeah, you can't be run off. They making time and effort. You can't be run off with people's time and effort like a hedgehog run off with chili dogs and smash balls. Like, it's just not gonna work out that way.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. That's good. All right. So we got a little bit more for the go for this.
I'm gonna need food pantry. If you need food, every Wednesday you can go to Harvey location, and that's where our food pantry is, and pick up a free food box. We also give out fresh produce. You guys love when I give the fresh greens, beans, potato, you name it, in the box. So each month we will have like a special meal of the month, whether it's ground beef. If it's ground beef, you can make tacos, sloppy joe, burgers, meatloaf, things of that nature. And then we show you how to utilize the things in the box.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You just ruined it for me, bro. Because at first I was like, okay, look at all these things you can do with dogs. You get some food, you get they doing stuff with the kids, you doing that, you doing this. You like, nah, man, this is some sleight of hand shit, bro. This has been going in Chicago for a long time, young grasshopper.
Yes, grasshopper. Right. Yeah.
Facts.
So don't know how to cook. I just want a tutorial on what to do next. Also for the senior department, the trips and the plays, we have that as well. People love it because it's an interactive thing for people to get out the house and just love on each other and have friends in other communities. Okay, last but not least is my veto.
Here it comes.
Okay, on the agenda you see that it said mayor's veto related to the May 13, 2024 special board meeting, which I call their secret squirrel board meeting that the 4 trustees hold. First, I have never actually seen a copy of the Mayor Pro Tem ordinance, which deprives me of my right to review the ordinance and determine whether to sign said ordinance or issue.
All right, quiet.
Okay, guys, you have to listen. Without seeing the ordinance, the trustees are infringing on my powers of my office. I am hereby vetoing the Mayor Pro Tem ordinance, while the Mayor Pro Tem ordinance is void of it's unconstitutional infringement of the powers of the office of mayor. And because it is also illegal attempts to alter the form of government without a referendum. Therefore, their special board meeting, secret squirrel board meeting, is now vetoed once again. So I just want you guys to understand it is laws to this, and people tend not to want to follow them. And I know people.
So I want to see some proof of that, Tiff. Not gonna lie to you. I want to see exactly what you're talking about. I want to see where exactly in any rule book where it says that's illegal for a stand-in to do any of the things they did during those meetings that you call secret squirrel meetings. I mean, I'm just saying, like, none of this, like, these things probably wouldn't happen if you just came to work. Like they probably wouldn't even get if all that was true or whatever, and the mayor needs to be able to appoint all this. If you just showed up to work and then do your job. You know what I'm saying? Do these town halls when they're instructed, when they're scheduled and all that stuff. Then you wouldn't even be having this conversation. So that's kind of corny to me, in my opinion.
Want to be mayor, people want to run things, but you wait your turn. You don't do it in this form or fashion. It's said that everybody else trying to strong arm me when I don't do things that people want me to do. They do this whole smear campaign against me. I think we've been doing a great job here. Things have been getting done. As I stated before, lights been getting fixed, trees been getting trimmed. You've been getting sidewalks done, alleys done, resurfaces of street, and also community engagement. One thing I love about my police department is we are on the street. They are walking, and they are also Please, can I have order? Thank you.
Yeah, they're pretty rough too.
So they're on the street, and then they also are riding bikes as well. So when you see them out
Yeah,
riding
bikes
bikes,
where?
Yeah, you don't see them riding the bikes, bro.
No, I ain't seen not one Dalton police bike in the Park District. Not one.
I think that's a good thing because I don't want them police officers out there getting manhandled out there by like actual like criminals and all that shit, driving like cars and shit like that, and the police officers trying to hold like, hey man, hey, is that dude on the bike, man? Hey, get his ass.
Can I tell a quick story?
What you got?
It's Dalton experience, police officers, 6 weeks ago, maybe a little longer, maybe about 2 months. Long story short, young guy driving his girlfriend's car. He actually smacked in the back of me in my truck, and I wasn't familiar with how Dalton streets work. And when I crossed the street, I was supposed to be in this lane because there's 2 lanes on one side of the street here, and there's only 1 lane in front of me. So I realized that I'm in the wrong lane. I jump in front of this guy. He smacks the back of my car. Now, in all actuality, I could have fought that and went through insurance and all that good stuff. It's a situation he didn't want to go through all that, so we agreed to handle it ourselves.
Okay.
Turned out it really wasn't his car to handle it. So the person who owned the car got with me. You're a nice guy. Yeah, thank you. We're going to handle this. Okay. I tell you what, we'll just go ahead and make the report and run it through the insurances. Okay, fine. We go up to Dalton Police Station. The officer come out, which I remember his name. But this guy comes out and he's looking at me, and I don't know if dollar signs popped in his eyes or what, but he's, oh man, you getting a ticket. You get a ticket for this, you get a ticket for that. Here, come on inside. Both of you guys, come on, let's go. I mean, no, I mean, it's like he went dead in at me, man. He's rough, he's sounding threatening. He was so threatening that the young lady, when we was walking in, the young lady stopped. I was going in, she grabbed my coat. Let's go. Let's get out of here. We left. I paid her the amount that she said she wanted for the vehicle, and that was it. We signed some paperwork, and that was it.
And that's it, because you see, they was, oh, you got that right there? They finna get all that money into the village. They wanted that. Yeah. Every little thing they can get, they was finna try to get that.
Yeah. Well, she was from there, and I guess she picked up on his vibe. I know I did. Mm-hmm. But she's like, nah, man, let's get out of here. That dude was trying to get you.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So, but that's my experience, and it wasn't that long ago, and that's what I feel about Dalton police now. It's like you guys are crooks.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
and they are. Go ahead.
My bad. I was just gonna say, honestly, a lot of these police in the south suburbs of crooks. We say something about Matson. We say something about Chicago Heights, Country Club Hills, Markham, Harvey. Like, they all got, like, the economy is all so messed up. They all do the same thing.
Chicago too.
I mean, the suburbs, they both. But Chicago's a different animal. You can't compare Chicago to the suburbs. Like they don't deal with nowhere close to the same problems we deal with.
That's the big city. You know what the hell going on.
You know what they expect, right?
As far as the suburbs go, man, it's damn near all the same stuff for real.
Yeah, and the first thing that comes to mind, especially we talking about Dalton, is that girl that got shot by those police officers and stuff. I'm like, man, that same officer you was dealing with, I don't know if he was a chief or anything like that or a trainer, but they all trained by the same people. It's the same line of thinking, generation after generation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this guy was offensive, man. He was, it was like he was completely disrespectful, man. He wasn't looking at the fact that I was a grown, serious, honest speaking person. Maybe the line of work you in, you don't expect many people to be telling the truth, but I got the victim right here. We're telling the truth. We're just trying to figure out what to do, how we're going to do this. No, man, that ain't how that works. You were supposed to get a ticket right there on the spot then, which might have been true. But the way he was presenting it, like, dude, I'm about 2 seconds from putting the cuffs on you right now. You know
Crazy,
what I'm saying?
Man.
It's like, this dude was rough, man.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
For no reason. Okay, let's see. We're finna close out this video real quick. Let's see what we got.
No, they car didn't get taken from them. They are riding bikes as another form of fashion to engage with residents, and it's been really, really dope. So I just want you guys to know where we are with community engagement, and they will speak to their community engagement meetings coming up. That's all I have for my report at this moment. Next.
Okay. All right, so just general thoughts about like this mayor's report. Like, I mean, you definitely kind of got the party started about saying like all the good things she was talking about was, you know, again just essentially the watch the birdie aspect of politics, where, you know, hey, pay attention to what I'm doing here. Whereas, you know, but let's not talk about holding me accountable and stuff to that nature, right?
Look at my right hand. Man, don't worry about my left hand.
The whole time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
This feels like to me, and because I've been watching it for some time, it feels like an old Jerry Springer or Maury Povich.
Nice.
You know what? Hey, bring out the paperwork. You know, let's see who the father really is. Enough discussing, enough talking about it. Because I know that she's been or had been investigated by the feds. I don't know if they closed that out and have any findings, and if so, what are they? But then I also know that the village has hired Mayor Lori Lightfoot to do some investigation. So I would like to see what the results are. She seems extremely guilty to me, you know, based off of all the conversation. But it could be her personality. Just the way she speaks very fast, you know. I'm telling you.
Nah, I mean, shit, you got it on the head. I mean, when you know somebody's bullshitting you, you straight up like, you see all of the stuff in here. Like, in my 33 years of being on this earth, I know when someone's lying to me, and she ticks all the boxes.
Yeah. Oh, for certain. And it's like, for me, like, you know, that same 33 years, at least from, you know, my perspective, you can get like, you can get a feeling, right? And then what's the funny thing about it is I understand like the feeling aspect of it. When I did kind of gauge, you know, people's lying and stuff like that, you know, when I was going off of that, but when I actually like pursued like further understanding of like the details of like the situation and stuff like that, when I did my due diligence, in other words, and I confirmed that the person is lying. It's like that's like a whole that's a whole new like a whole new ball game in my opinion, because like when you, like I said, it don't take long for this, you know what I'm saying? Like for the most part, yeah, you just show up. These people just show up at these town hall meetings, and as you said, I mean, as you see it, like Vivian herself, she can confirm all this stuff, that to be like, yeah, they, you know, she been lying the whole time, but that's because she actually sit down and listens to everything that these people are saying. And I'm just saying, like, I'm just expressing everybody that watches these videos, like, yo, you got to be doing the same thing in your own town halls. You know what I'm saying? Like Chicago, like the like downtown town halls, like those things are on the internet as well. You know, if you're in some kind of suburb somewhere, yeah, do that. Build a relationship with your aldermen and stuff like that. And like really take we really have to take, especially as a black community, you know what I'm saying, we got to take a hold of local politics and stuff like that. That's the only way things are going to actually change for us for the better, right?
On the real, like, it feels like a lot of stuff like is out of our hands, just being regular people on the streets. But if you like really look into information and go to these town hall meetings, you'll be surprised what effect you can really have on your community for real.
Agreed.
Absolutely. Okay, so like I said, this has been the mayor's report, and this has been the Chicago Black Delegation podcast, and we'll see you shortly.